Well. Good evening, West Ham fans. Are we going to give second chances to some of our loan players? Yes, everybody, Russ and the West Ham Network. Hope you're all safe and well. A very fluey Russ. All bunged up, proper man flu. But we're here regardless to deliver the latest news to you guys, including exclusive interviews with the likes of Guillaume Balaguer when we spoke about what a Lopetegui side could bring to West Ham. So going back, checking that interview out we put out this morning. It's about 25 minutes long, and hopefully gives a bit of insight in terms of what he could bring. We talk about style of football, truth into the reports of other clubs being into him, in for him like AC Milan and Bayern Munich, and just what he is as a person, and also Anton asked about youth football and how he develops that in terms of his squad. So it's quite an interesting perspective for someone who knows him very well. So go back and check that out. Obviously, Holly did some shows today reacting to your comments about David Moyes leaving, and also Hammer's headlines talking about potentially up to 6 signings we could be bringing in the summer. Now, of course, we've got a lot of players as well who, what's going to happen with them, and we've got several players out on loan, some still out on loan, and apparently, according to reports, West Ham could be offering second chances to many of these players. We know Tino Kira, for example, he's gone. To all intents and purposes, it was an obligation to buy rather than an option to buy on that loan to AS Monaco. And in all apparent, he has bypassed, he's flown past all the criteria needed to make that an obligation to buy. But as it's several other players we've had out on loan. Now, one of those players, he says, if I got the right one, is Flynn Downes. According to a report from the Standard Sport, the incumbent head coach, although not officially announced, but I very much assume that's going to be announced after the season finishes in terms of J-Lo coming in as our new head coach. According to Guillem, it's all but done. It's been agreed. So I think it's just literally the timing of that announcement. But apparently, J-Lo is prepared to offer Flynn Downes an opportunity to revive his West Ham career by involving him in the pre-season training this year for the Hammers. He's currently on loan at Southampton, who are in the midst of they're starting the playoffs on Sunday against West Brom. With the second leg happening on next Friday when I fly out on holiday. Did I mention I'm going on holiday soon? I cannot wait. But reports now suggest the Hammers are ready to offer him a chance to impress upon his return to see if he can secure a first-team spot. I think it's a shrewd move, particularly also with the homegrown quota needed as well next year. The likes of potentially Cresswell going, although we know that Lopetegui does have did try and recruit Aaron Cresswell as backup to our Nori. But we'll see about that. But according to Claret and Hugh, they exclusively revealed by a top source that Flynn Downes is going to get a chance of rejoining the Hammers setup. Similarly, another loanee who's back and he's training with the first team, but obviously, unfortunately, he can't play. No, that one. This one. This one is Freddy Potts. He's training with the first team. He returned from his loan spell, very successful loan spell, where he won Player of the Season and Players Player of the Season for Wickham this year. He can't turn out for the men's side because he's still technically contracted on loan with Wickham until the end of May. I think that's when I think it's until the 1st of June. Similarly, reason why Callum Marshall can't appear in the first team at West Ham, but he can appear for the 21s. He also, including in the same report from the Standard, has been given reassurances that he will be given a chance to impress. And again, I think he's done fantastically out on loan this year. He's really embraced going out on loan. It's made him a much better player. And to win not only the fans' respect but the players' respect for your lone club shows what a good player he is. When he's played, likened to a early Declan Rice, in all honesty, and also academy grown as well, not just homegrown but academy grown. Again, could be critical, particularly with someone like maybe Ben Johnson moving on. Again, we don't know how those negotiations will be starting again with the news of obviously Davy Moyes leaving and potentially J-Lo coming in. But another player who could be coming in from the abyss is Said Benrahma. You already saw it a few seconds ago because I pressed the wrong button. But according to, what report is this from? I can't see. It will tell me in a minute when I'm going through it. But the Algerian international obviously left for Lyon on loan. Holly spoke about, because they played yesterday in Hammers Headlines today. And apparently, J-Lo is eyeing up who he wants to sign and who he wants to sell this summer. And according to Lyon's official website, the Liga outfit have an option to buy the 28-year-old international for around £12.3 million. He's bagged 24 goals and 20 assists in 155 games for the Hammers. Never a good fit for Moyes under the Moyes system. A man who, insists on defensive discipline from his wingers and doesn't really allow for much creative expression. And he's done really well at Lyon. He's flourished in France, and he's got 3 goals and 3 assists to his name in just 13 games so far this season. But according to the Evening Standard, they provide an update on Benrahma, and J-Lo apparently could try to keep him when he returns to his loan spell. I'm trying to read this. As I said, £12 million seems very cheap, but that's what was agreed. But unlike Tilo Kehrer, this is an obligation. This is not an obligation to buy. This is an option to buy. So apparently, he is. J-Lo is basically going to be looking at everyone from a fresh pair of eyes. We know he's been watching West Ham for a number of months. He was spotted in the crowd back in November when West Ham beat Arsenal in the Carabao Cup. And it's refreshing to see that apparently, according to reports, these players are going to be given a second chance. Now, that being said, we know we have to bring in a lot of players. And pleased to say, tomorrow, returns of Russie Rumour Roundup. The Russie Rumour Roundup is returning tomorrow live. If I can talk, it will be live. We go through a bunch of players we'll be linked with. The Russie Rumour rating is back as well. And we start the list. The list will begin. I think we go about 10 players tomorrow. It's going to be, strap in. We're going to get a lot of rumours, even more so than usual, with a new manager, a new head coach coming in. I always said manager then. There was almost a pound for the food banks. A new head coach, a head coach's requirements, and then Tim going out to get those requirements. Something which Guillem Balaguer spoke very candidly about in terms of how that head coach system works. To go back and check out the interview Anton did this morning, and you can get more information with that. Also tonight, the wrap up. Jamie talks. Jamie's on at 9:00, talking about David Moyes. What a surprise! And taking your comments in a live interactive show to go along and have a chat with Jamie. Very, very good as per usual. No Old Soul Hammers tonight, unfortunately. Kieran could do it, but Budgie's on holiday. Unbelievable. I'll be on holiday next week. Anyway, take care. Stay safe. Stay warm. Stay humble. Hopefully I'll speak to you tomorrow if my throat holds up. Much